jokes, a lot of jokes. This guy's really impressed me. He just started on the comedy scene. And not only that, I've also found out now that he's an author. He's a published author. And on top of that, this guy is like one of the most positive people I have ever heard of. And I didn't realize that right away. Who here has ever heard of one red paperclip? We got a hand up by applause. Anyone ever heard of it? All right. For those of you from Germany, from Florida, this is a worldwide phenomenon, so you may realize it. There was a guy went on eBay and he says, I've got one red paperclip. I'm willing to trade it for anything non-monetary so that I can eventually trade up and get a house. Yeah, and it was, I don't know, less than a year? How many months?
12 months.
12 months, it was a year, and he got a house, starting with the one red paperclip. And now, he wants to tell some jokes, so let's let him tell some jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Kyle MacDonald.
I'd like to take Paul's kind words and then read you a non-joke not written by me to lead things off, just to kind of segue into that. I came across this song. It's written by U2. I have no idea what it sounds like, but the title caught my eye, so I'm going to try it out tonight, see if there's any guffaws in here. The song is called Stand Up Comedy. The artist is U2, the composer is U2, and the lyrics go something like this. Love, 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 love. I got to stand up and take a step. You and I have been asleep for hours. I got to stand up. The wire is stretched in between our two towers. Stand up in this dizzy world where a lovesick eye can steal the view. I'm gonna fall down if I can't stand up for your love. Love, 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 dot, dot, dot. I guess you continue, I don't know the song. Stand up. This is comedy. The DNA lottery may have left you smart, but you stand up to beauty, dictator of the heart. I can stand up for love, for hope, faith, love. But while I'm getting over certainty, stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. Out from under your beds, come on you people, stand up for your love. Love, 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 dot, dot, dot. Okay, I think this is where it picks up. This might be the bridge or something like that. I gotta stand up to ego, but my ego's not the enemy. It's like a small child crossing an 8-lane highway on a voyage of discovery. Stand up to rock stars, Napoleon is in high heels. Josephine, be careful of small men with big ideas. Out from under your beds, come on you people, stand up for your love. Love, 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 da, da, da. God is love, and love is evolution's very best day. Soul rockin', people moving on. Soul rockin', people on and on. Come on you people, we're made of stars. That's like totally cribbed from Moby. Come on you people, stand up and sit down for your love. Love, 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 love. So, I guess the verdict is it's not very funny. Oh yeah, it's kind of applause, but in other Ireland-themed humor, I bought a 4-pack of Guinness the other day, and when you buy a 4-pack, it's always nice, because you know you're not going to get really trashed on a 4-pack, but it's a nice social thing. You go out, you get a 4-pack, and you go over to your friend's house, and you have a couple of beers each, and it's nice. And I saw on the 4-pack that it came with a free scarf. And I was like, yes, like it's always great when you go buy a case of beer anyways, but when there's something free inside, it's kind of like this present. So I was going over to my friend Rob's house, and 2 beers each, and came over with the 4-pack, put it up on the table, opened it up, and take the beers out. And I noticed that when I opened the top, one of the beers was missing, and there was a scarf rolled up where the beer was. I don't know who's deciding this stuff, but that's not a free scarf, that's one less beer. And at that point I remembered that I've never worn a scarf in my life, and it was the middle of summer, so someone at Guinness is really blowing these scarf things. locks, you set the numbers yourself and you lock it. I don't know what I did, but I must have screwed up and flipped the little setting thing, because I locked up the bike, went inside, and when I came back out to try and unlock it, it wouldn't unlock. Now I have 2 locks, both with the same combination, and it would not unlock at all. The other one popped off, but one bike lock was locked there. So I said, well, I can't leave the bike unlocked. So I locked it back up, but I said, maybe someone saw me and they did this, maybe someone's out there to get me. I flipped the thing, reset my other locks, and then I tried to pull it apart to make sure I'd set the thing right. And I had 2 bike locks that I couldn't undo. So my bike was locked to a pole, I needed to get home, and both bike locks were on my bike. So what I did was I ended up going home to the metro, coming all back down with a hacksaw. I'm dressed kind of like this, in the middle of Montreal on a sunny day, and there's a bike against a tree that's locked up, and I'm sitting there sawing it with a hacksaw for about 25 minutes. And this isn't a good hacksaw, this is like a dollar store, kind of pencil-thin hacksaw. And no one said anything. 25 minutes pulling apart a bike, and no one said anything. So if you want to steal a bike, dress like a red headband type dude and buy really poor lock cutting devices. One of the greatest tragedies of our time is that a true, real, living Def Leppard could not enjoy the music of Def Leppard. So I thought about a couple days ago is, electric cars have these big batteries in them, but in normal cars, the battery drains quite quickly with the radio. In electric cars, the battery lasts for like weeks if you leave the radio on. I don't know. Funny little thought. And a little bit of historical. You guys are from Germany. We have some people from Florida. A lot of people here, I'm guessing, from Canada. Anybody French-speaking from Quebec? Okay. History lesson and a nice cultural. We get a lot of talk in Canada about people that don't understand Quebec. It is a funny place. Canada, we're very proud of being Canadian, but Quebec has this specialty of never having achieved independence in recent memory. So in Canada, we have Canada Day. It's quite exciting, and people go and cheer, and the snowbirds fly over the capital, and you go up to the front, and it's nice. It's a very good holiday. It's a very peaceful country. I'm very proud to be Canadian. But we've done it. We've been Canadian for 40 years now, so it's old hat. We're a bit complacent. But in Quebec, things are a little bit different. There's something still to fight for. There's a fire in the air. And in Quebec, it's called Saint Jean-Baptiste Day. It's kind of like if the South in the U.S. was still celebrating and trying to get independent and gathering at the fields in Gettysburg. So on Saint Jean-Baptiste Day, actually the night previous to Saint Jean-Baptiste Day, so you can be hung over the whole holiday on the 24th, people gather on the plains of Abraham, Canada's only real, known battlefield. And we went there one time, my wife and I. She's fully Quebecois, French speaking. And we were sitting there, and I realized that there's this primal desire in Quebec to make things happen, and they have this huge bonfire going. It's a major cultural celebration. The Quebec National Archives had recently burned that year. It was nuts. Things were just out of control. There was this big sign that said no fireworks, no beer. Everyone's inside drinking beer, things like that. There's fireworks going off. Tents are being burned. There's some person you've never seen on stage just playing a whammy bar. The party goes all night. It's raining, thundering, and lightning. It was nuts. It was completely out of control. There's a Canadian military base right there on the Plains of Abraham. The ultimate kind of spot for Quebec, Canada history. And people had pushed the fences into it, and they were peeing on the Canadian base and fingering the Canadian army, and there was tension in the air, and there was fire, and this wasn't just like a national celebration, there was something more. And I was sitting there with my wife, and I looked over at her, and I said, and she took a big slam of gin out of her flask, and I said, this is crazy, this is more than just a party. She looked at me, took a puff on her cigarette, breathed out, and said, it's a fucking